Hey everybody, Man of Steven here, continuing to count down my top 25 comic book movies of all time in release order. In number 13, my favourite number, The Avengers. Now, The Avengers, or Avengers Assemble as known in the UK, was released in 2012, and it was a massive phenomenon of a film. Some people have said as a film it's not a game changer. I completely disagree with that. This opened the floodgates for comic book movies. It was like, before this, there was that restraint there still a little bit, because you had stuff like the Dark Knight trilogy over at DC, and even the Phase 1 Marvel movies, which are some of my favourite Marvel movies, I'm not knocking them, they still had a little bit of that restraint. The Avengers just blows the doors open and it goes full comic book, and it's just a fun time. I mean, the only negative I would say is Joss Whedon's direction is a bit TV, but he's a douchebag, so who cares. But it's okay, it works for this film. The cast is great. Downey Jr. is back as Iron Man, Chris Evans back as Captain America, Chris Hemsworth back as Thor. You've got Tom Hiddleston here as Loki as well. Mark Ruffalo makes his first appearance as Bruce Banner, aka the Hulk, and he's fantastic here. Unfortunately, in later films I don't think he is, but here he is. Chris Hemsworth as Thor is great again. Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow, it's fantastic. The cast all around, like Jeremy Renner's Hawkeye, is just a great cast. But the film actually opens with Nick Fury, which was really interesting. And Kobe Smulders' character, which her name's escaping me now. And I thought it was a really interesting way to open a film like this, because you almost want to dive straight in with the Avengers, but they don't. They kind of show a bit of restraint, and the film builds and builds and builds to that big finale with the battle in New York, which gets referenced a lot in later stuff, including like the TV series of Daredevil, etc. So, but yeah, it's just a fantastic comic movie. It basically gives you that the poster there, that's what you wanted, that's what you get. The big standout moment is the Hulk fighting that big caterpillar alien thing. When he says I'm always angry, and he turns around and straight into the Hulk. But there's even great moments like there's Thor versus the Hulk, which is fantastic, and you've got like Captain America arguing with Downey Jr.'s character because like things happen, and Loki uses his when he tries to turn people and they're a bit evil and stuff, but all that kind of stuff's cool. But yeah, it's just a great comic movie. It's a shame that Red Skull didn't come back for it, unfortunately. But yeah, as far as like the team up movies go, this might still be the best from Marvel in my opinion, because it keeps it simple and it just gives you a fun ride with these characters. So yeah, so that was my number 13, and I'll be back on my number 14 soon. Until then, keep being super.